Hello, my name is Dayan Siebra, and this video today is specifically for you who sent a question to me, whether on YouTube, whether on Facebook, or any other platform, whether at S-Life events, someone who sent a question, it wasn't just one person, it was several. What is a good natural remedy to calm down? I went to investigate many different remedies and discovered the amazing power of chamomile. Do you know all the benefits of chamomile? Chamomile is a tea that is very well known. Chamomile is actually not a tea, it is a flower, it is an herb, it is a plant. But people often confuse and think that chamomile is just something to calm down. Today you will discover in this video that chamomile is good for much more than just calming down. Of the teas we have on the market, we cannot deny that chamomile tea is the most well-known. There isn't a housewife, there isn't a teenager, there isn't a construction worker, there isn't a university professor who doesn't know chamomile tea. Because if you have a nervous person at home, you say make some chamomile tea. Sometimes you are even angry because you are nervous and someone comes to offer you chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is really good because it has fewer side effects and works wonders in your body. And look, did you know that chamomile helps to prevent cancer? That's right, chamomile contains many antioxidants that help to sweep free radicals from the body. Therefore, it is also anti-cancer. But we need to, my friend, my dear friend, see teas as medicine, but they are natural remedies. Just like pharmacy medicines have side effects and benefits, teas also have these effects and benefits. Now, studies with chamomile are basically done with its flower. Look at the chamomile flower here, see how it looks. So there are plants where you make tea from the flower, the stem, the fruits, the roots. Chamomile tea is only made from the flower. Therefore, if you buy chamomile in bulk, make sure you need to check if the store selling it has a lot of flowers or more stems or more of those sticks or leaves. No, the tea, the real tea, the infusion actually must be made with the flower. Scientific studies showing the benefits of chamomile are with the flower. The active principle of chamomile is in the flower. Repeating once more without wanting to be annoying. Other basic things you need to know are the origin of the chamomile. Where was this chamomile planted? Where does it come from? Was it planted in a sewer, in a dump? Where was it planted? By the roadside, often absorbing asphalt, taking in toxic gases that are going to you. And you know what's even worse? You can't see it visibly with your eyes. You need to know if it has a seal, if it has certification. So look for it in reputable stores and compounding pharmacies. Maybe there's a market that also has it, one with really good quality. It could be two. Don't buy teas from just any market. Often it's better to plant it at home. Chamomile can be planted in the yard, garden, or even in an apartment. The prerequisite it really needs is sunlight. It needs sun to bloom. Then you ask about those little bags, sachets. Look, those tiny sachets. This is not ideal, okay? It's not ideal. However, if you buy this one specifically, it should be white, okay? It should be white and clean. Sometimes you see it kind of moldy, kind of dark. No, it should be white. It's very rare to have chamomile full of fungus and mold. Since chamomile already possesses antifungal properties, if there happens to be fungus in this little bag here, it means the situation is quite bad. Chamomile contains two distinct compounds, including used, do you know for what? Dark circles. Do you have dark circles? Dark circles are treated with alpha-bisabolol and azulene. Azulene hydrates the skin and aids in fighting infections. It is also widely used for treating pimples. Did you know that chamomile was used for treating pimples? Not just pimples, but skin infections too. You can even ask your dermatologist, the orthomolecular nutritionist doctor, to prescribe a chamomile-based cream. You might say, Dayan, but how can I treat dark circles with this remedy? Let me explain. You will boil the water, and when the water finishes boiling, place this little bag in the water. Let it steep for about 3 minutes, and when it's done, you take out the bag, remove the bag, and put it in the freezer. Leave it for 2 to 3 hours in the freezer. Then what do? Put it out here. Put it out here, don't let it touch your eye. Place it on the dark circle area, folks. After a few months, you'll notice the difference. How many times a day do you do this? Once a day, when you prepare the infusion with chamomile, shortly afterward, it begins to release various tinctures and essential oils, such as, for instance, what we have already discussed, azulene, alpha-bisabolol, and coumarins. Coumarin is an anticoagulant. If you have heart issues, elevated cholesterol levels, or have suffered a heart attack, chamomile is excellent for you. However, if you are on anticoagulants, especially warfarin, you must consult your doctor to see if you can consume chamomile tea, because you risk bleeding. If you have a platelet deficiency, you must be Cautious with chamomile tea due to bleeding risks. If you have hemorrhagic dengue, you also cannot drink chamomile tea or any hemorrhagic disease. Chamomile also contains glycines, aspergillin, which is one of the main compounds found in chamomile. And to prepare the tea, you will use a tablespoon of chamomile flower in infusion. Let the infusion sit with about a cup of water. You will use a tablespoon of chamomile flower in infusion in a container with a cup of water. And you will mix it preferably without sugar. In what type of infection can chamomile be used? It can be used for styes in the eye, styes, pimples, lung infections. Look, whatever is on the skin, you will apply that little bag I mentioned, the one I talked about earlier. For internal issues, you will drink the tea or take capsules of the active chamomile product, which you can have compounded. Be very careful, once again, pay attention. This little bag here should not touch the eye cornea. This has acid, it can cause corneal ulceration. Chamomile is also a calming agent, a soothing remedy. It is useful for all types of inflammation. People with inflammatory bowel disease, gastritis, all these conditions chamomile works for flu, pneumonia and more. For infections, always use the tea. Chamomile is contraindicated for children under 6 years. So mother, father, if you have a very hyperactive child, be cautious. If they are under 6 years old, do not give chamomile. It is contraindicated for children under 6 years. And you can use dry chamomile extract, for example, compounded, or even the tea as a calming agent. It will help the person sleep better at night. I personally drink chamomile tea every night. It helps me relax. It is very good as it is anti-inflammatory. It is very effective for cramps, especially menstrual cramps. For those with PMS syndrome, why does chamomile improve sleep? Chamomile contains glycine, which is a muscle relaxant, and it has aspergillin. Aspergillin is linked to the production of GABA, which is a neurotransmitter which aids in brain relaxation, meaning drinking chamomile tea before going to bed will help you sleep much better for sure. And if you are already over 30 years old, you can also consider using melatonin. Demand the quality report from Anvisa, from your store, from your pharmacy when buying chamomile. Otherwise, you won't get the effects I'm talking about and will say, oh, that bald guy knows nothing at all. Sometimes it's your product that lacks the proper concentration. It's your product that is not good from the place you bought it. I want to give a hug to all of you now, and I want to say this. Many people ask me in the videos, oh, he doesn't respond, he doesn't reply. Folks, I want to apologize to you. First of all, I can't always manage to answer all the questions. Do you enjoy drinking chamomile tea? In what situations do you use it? What else do you think chamomile tea is good for that I haven't mentioned here? So comment on this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now, share this video with everyone you know, and may God be with you. A big warm hug, live with health, live with passion, and use chamomile to avoid getting angry, stressed out by the world, and to sleep much better. Goodbye, folks.